Okay guys, welcome back to another video. This is Dash L Rose here. I'm back to talk about more of the Warner Brothers situation thing. Because we have another update as Netflix is now entering the bidding war. Rumors have it at least. I don't know if they're actually 100% true, but I mean, who knows anymore? I mean, a lot of things are all crazy right now. But yeah, but I do believe, Warner Brothers is, I believe that Netflix possibly is in a bidding war with Paramount and Warner Brothers, or Netflix was with Warner Brothers, buying Warner Brothers. So if you guys haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you guys are still subscribed. You guys can also follow me on Instagram/threads. You guys can follow me on not just Instagram/threads, but also you guys can follow me on you guys can follow me on what was it X too. And I think that's all I really have to say. So now let's go ahead and actually I guess get into this now. Let's talk about this. So this news actually broke out, I think, a few days ago. But yeah, Warner Brothers and Netflix apparently there's talk that Netflix wants to buy Warner Brothers now. So yeah, there's actually a couple people bidding on it. So yeah, it's sadly I think coming to this where Warner Brothers is getting sold off. And in fact, just to prove to you that I believe it is David Lasley flat out said that he was coming in there not to save Warner Brothers, but to sell it off. Which, honestly, is just, it's a pretty dickish move, if I must say so myself. Like, come on, I mean, at least I guess it's getting sold off. I mean, where Disney, is still, getting, Iger came in and it's still, he's still making the same mistakes. Yeah, he's still making the same mistakes. But yeah, he's making the same mistakes he was, beforehand. But Netflix, though, here's the thing with Netflix, or when Netflix with Warner Brothers here, though, is the fact again. I cannot believe again that Warner Brothers, David Lasley would go through all this trouble again, they could become the CEO just to freaking sabotage Warner Brothers. Now there were some people calling this out and all that, I think even they were calling this out, including, they were calling out this stuff, including Clownfish TV, was talking about that David Lasley was just kind of in there to kind of cut some costs and then sell the company off. But the fact that literally David Lasley literally admitted it, it's just scummy of him. It's a freaking scummy thing he did. But, that's how it is with CEOs. Somehow, a lot of them keep their damn jobs and all, and get to say all this crap, and even though other people have to suffer for it, it's just kind of stupid, but that's kind of how it is. But now we got Netflix in here possibly going to buy it, so we got a bidding war going on, similar to Disney and Fox with Universal. So there's a bidding war going on, and honestly, I think Netflix would be a better option to buy it maybe than Paramount. I mean, Paramount would probably be good with content-wise, but Netflix has got a lot more money than Paramount does. And Paramount just merged with Skydance, so we don't really know where that would go. And I guess to be fair with Netflix, though, Netflix, buying Warner Brothers, I feel like wouldn't make much sense anyway. Because, Why would Warner Brothers not Warner, why I mean Netflix literally just spent the last few years, I think, like cutting animation and kind of focusing more on licensing stuff. So like why would they want to be acquiring it, I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous what's happening there and all that, but like it's ridiculous though. But yeah, that's kind of what's happening, though. I mean, that's what's happening here. Warner Brothers and Netflix are possibly, I said, it's possible Netflix is gonna buy Warner Brothers and all that, and now we got Paramount, on the bidding war too. I mean, who else is gonna bid on it? Is Universal gonna do it? I mean, honestly, Universal will be an interesting choice to buy Warner Brothers. My problem is with Universal. Though, Universal is already very big, Now, Warner Brothers is small, but I don't know if I'd want Universal to buy Warner Brothers because even if they're handling, I feel like their properties a bit better, still, I mean, that would make them probably a little too big. So I don't know if that would be a good idea or not. But I don't know. Like, it's gonna be very interesting. I mean, is Sony gonna bid on it too? Because Sony was talking about buying Paramount before Skydance. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but yeah, it's basically being a bidding war here. So at this point, yeah, I think it's confirmed Warner Brothers is actually going to be bidded off. So yeah, Warner Brothers is gonna be bidded off. So yeah. I guess to be fair, I mean, if it's bidded off, I mean, maybe even a YouTuber could probably go buy it too if they wanted to. I mean, they had the money to, they could probably go bid on it too. I mean, I don't know. I'm just like at the point where again, again, that's just crazy though that would that could happen, but like I said, I mean, if they're doing a bidding war, I mean, they could, I mean, like I said, it doesn't have to be a massive company. I mean, anybody can buy Warner Brothers. But I do think it's more likely, again, that Netflix or somebody's going to buy it. I don't think Disney is going to be able to buy it, though. I don't know if even Universal can. I know Disney can. Disney that would be a monopoly. Now, I talked about monopolies in the last video. Yeah, this would pretty much be a monopoly because Disney, would already owns. Well, Disney owns their own news station. They wouldn't be able to acquire that. And then sports, they can't. I think Warner Brothers has sports. They can't acquire that. Maybe they could get Cartoon Network, but I'm like, I don't know if they could get like DC. They already have Marvel, because then there's not really any superhero stuff to be fighting with, I mean, it's possible they could let it go through, but I mean, I don't want Disney to buy Warner Brothers. Disney would freaking ruin it even worse than it already is. Like, if you think Warner Brothers is bad right now, Disney would make it way worse. That's the thing though, Disney has the magic to make something worse. Like, it's amazing, like, that they can do that. But yeah, they can make it worse. But they can make it worse and all that, and it's just crazy. Like, it is very, very crazy. But yeah. But yeah, it's just very crazy though. But it's crazy that we're getting in a bidding war at all with Warner Brothers. I don't think we saw the day coming, but I don't really. I know I'm kind of talking in circles, but I really don't have a lot to say about this. Also because I'm doing these videos out in the car because during the weeks I'm kind of spending the time getting watching movies so I can finish up my DreamWorks reviews. I figured now that I'm not waking people up in the house, I would just do it like this. But we had a cop driving by the house. And their freaking lights are bright as hell. Like, ugh, I hate that. Like, I mean, I get they're trying to make them stand up, but that's not safe. I don't feel like cops should have lights as bright as they do. Because I'm like especially if you're gonna pull someone over. Like, what if you're pulling someone over on a road and then like a deer was to come out? You guys would end up both hitting the deer. You know. Well, actually, heck, you could probably damage the back of someone's car. You know, it'd be dangerous. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I was just making sure, because I was making sure he wasn't thinking I was breaking into somebody's car. Because I actually came out here because I'm gonna bring my mom sodas inside, or a few of them, leave some of them out here, because she's got some cold sodas to drink for tomorrow. I told her I'd do that. You know, but luckily I don't think he thought I was, in there. But he had his lights on, like they were bright. But yeah. But yeah, anywho, though, back to this. I was just sorry if I was like I said, I'm kind of just blinded right now with that lights, but and I was making sure he wasn't coming back, because I didn't want him to think I'm, breaking into my own car, but you know, but yeah, anywho, yeah, so like I was saying though, yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this. I just don't I just don't think Netflix. I don't know how I feel about Netflix really buying it. I mean, it would be nice to have the content back on their platform because Netflix is where everything kind of originated from anyway. But also I'm like, I don't know, like Paramount. Like I don't know if I want Paramount to buy it, but Paramount doesn't have a ton really anyway, so them buying Warner Brothers, I don't feel like would do a lot. I mean they got like Comedy Central and all that, but which I guess could be maybe a problem for adult cartoons, maybe. But I don't know, like that's the thing though. Like, I think if Disney were to buy Warner Brothers, and maybe Adult Swim wouldn't do a lot, because I mean they have some shows, but not a ton. But I do know that. I do know that for a fact that them buying another studio, because they would have too many franchises under them, that might be a monopoly, but they wouldn't probably have the money to bid for it anyway, because they still spent too much money on Fox as it is. They spent like $71 billion on that, and I mean, they haven't been really making that money back because their movies have been starting to flop more and all that, and it's not been very good, you know. And at one point, Iger was talking about. It's funny, it went under the bus, but at one point he was admitting, like for once, he was actually admitting that he actually made a mistake buying Fox. But now he's not even saying anything about it. Again, his mind's just focusing on streaming and all that. Like, I mean, yeah, he's acquiring little things, but I think he's more focusing on Disney Plus, which. It's probably not a great idea, because I think they're spending way too much money on that. I think Disney Plus would be better off also putting their stuff on Netflix, I'm not saying they need to sell their company off to Netflix, but I'm like, that'd make more sense, but yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that would be very interesting if Warner Brothers did end up on Netflix, because we got Paramount too, like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here, but I mean, I don't think any of these two companies here I'm super concerned about. I mean, yeah, Netflix and Paramount have had their problems, but I mean, well, the thing is though, with that merger, I don't know how well that would work, especially with money wise. I'm like, where are they going to get the money? Because they just bought out Paramount. Like, where are they going to get the money to buy all the other stuff? But on the other hand, again, I mean, Warner Brothers is not like it's in a great shape anyway, and I don't feel like they would probably make it much, much worse than it already is. I don't see that happening, but again, I don't know. But that's kind of all I have to say about this, though. This is definitely a very short video, but I just don't have a lot to say about this. I'm kind of talking in circles because I don't have a lot to say. But yeah, I guess we're gonna see where this bidding war goes, but this is gonna be very interesting. But also, like I said, I'm very pissed at freaking David Lasley for this shit. But again, so many companies have shitty CEOs, and they end up running the companies into the ground. And I mean, look at freaking Kmart and Sears. You know, the freaking CEO in there was supposed to save the damn company. He ran the crap into the ground. You know. And sometimes it just happens, but most of the time it's them being selfish and not caring, you know. You know, it's one thing to have a problem, but when you know the problem is affecting your company and then you keep making it, that's the problem, you know. But I think Netflix buying it probably wouldn't be super bad though, because Netflix is kind of doesn't have I mean, they have some content on there, but not a ton, you know. So that could actually boost their numbers. But yeah. But anywho, though, I'm gonna probably go ahead and let this video go. I do have one more planned, like one more news-related video planned, but I think I'm gonna do it later because it's kind of getting late. But I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.